I love gay people. I love bisexual people. But I probably have a special love for homosexual males. I've made some good homosexual male friends over the course of my lifetime. They've been great people. We'll just call them guys. Some great guys who happen to have different sexual preferences for myself. It's never really been a big deal to me. The people that get on my nerves are those who are sexually confused and don't do anything about it, who are spineless, privileged, too afraid to out themselves or to find out who they really are. Those are the people that get on my nerves, not gay people. I love heterosexual and homosexual people and bisexual people, but when it comes to the bisexuality part, that is where most of the terroristic people in the sexual realm come from, in that bisexual space. Gay people know they're gay. They know what they want. Heterosexual people know they're straight. They know what they want. People who really are heterosexual and really are homosexual, not people who just say that, because there are a lot of those. A lot. Again, I personally believe that at least half of American males are homosexual or bisexual. 100% believe that. Many of them are married to females. And so a lot of females will call those people gay, even though they're clearly bisexual. If they're having sex with males and females or into males and females, they're bisexual. Just because you're into guys doesn't mean you're gay as a male. Very simple stuff here. Very elementary school. This is, stuff you pick up in like middle school, high school. If you're progressing at a normal rate, you're not remedial. You're not behind. There are a lot of behind people in the U.S., a lot of uneducated, dumb people. And this is a very simple concept to understand, this heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual thing. But there's a lot of folks confused about that. I grew up going to church, baptized and confirmed Lutheran. Again, I'm not like a practicing devout Christian or anything like that. I have some Christian elements that I hold on to dearly. Yeah. I have some parts of me that are Christian values, or I guess Christian forged parts of my personality or being, so Christianity has a place for me. But anyways, my point is that there are some sects of Christianity, like Catholicism, namely, is just really far behind the times. And so not only is the homosexuality thing a no-go, but neither is birth control. So just like an ancient, just very, very backwards religion for sure. And that's infringing on people's rights. That's why it's backwards. If it was just you're existing at the same equality, at the same level as everybody else, then it would be fine. But you're not. You're taking away rights from women with the protection thing, birth control, right to abort some fetus or some partially grown being, some sludge in somebody's body or whatever. Eventually, all of this will be completely legal, and these idiots will just be forgotten in the past. And it's the same thing with the homosexual thing. These people are just stuck in the past. They're just dumb. They're wrong. They're idiots. Don't entertain them. Don't entertain those no birth control people either. They're morons. And again, a lot of love for people, whatever their sexual preference is, especially if you're confident and you know what it is, you've realized it. I'm really proud of you, seriously. It apparently takes a lot for some people to realize this. Me, clearly heterosexuality is more prominently displayed in like movies and stuff like that. So growing up, I got to see a lot of that. And, oh, wow, like that's the right way to go, whatever. I've always been into women. I've always known I've been into women, never been into guys. So it just sort of fit with who I am. I understand it's a little bit more difficult if you're fighting against the status quo to realize your sexuality, but that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about a general appreciation for people of different sexualities. Now, this is going to ruffle some feathers. That part might, even some country bumpkins might get through that part there, but I do not support government money being used to sexually mutilate people's bodies. I don't believe in trans people, really. There's people who are born with both parts, and there's been a lot of work put into confusing the masses into thinking that that's what transsexuality means, is that somebody's born with both parts. No, that's just somebody born as a male who wants to become a female, so they butcher and take a bunch of pills to become a female. It's just some fantasy made up by privilege and just hyped up by this privilege train. These liberals, these just out of their minds, out of like so far gone out of reality, they're putting transsexuals above the working class. That's where I have an issue. When you're using money for people that need it, who are in pain, physical and mental, and you're giving it to I want to be a boy, I want to be a dragon, I want to be an alien, I want to be a boy girl on Mondays and Tuesdays, I want to be a girl guy on Wednesdays and Fridays from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then I want to be a different form of a human being at this time, at this point in the year. It's nonsense. Males playing in female sports, nonsense. Females playing in male sports, nonsense. It's, you either combine it all or you keep them separate. Got to make some choices here. So no, absolutely do not support using Americans' hard-earned money to support the privilege to support their self-retarded mental disorders, this multiple personality disorder thing that they've developed, this split personality disorder that they've developed out of privilege with their anorexia and other privileged diseases like cocaine addictions and shit like that. And to whatever, man, like, I made my point. And there's a word for people born with both parts. I really do feel for those people. I met someone who claimed that they were born with both parts when I was in LA. And so I listened to them and heard what they had to say. And I truly believe that you should be supported in those cases to be able to have the surgery to go one way or another, or to stay the same, or to do whatever. Those are special cases, and it's very, very rare if it does happen, because I'm not fully convinced that it does happen either. These F words, these people that have a name in my culture where I come from, that purposely abuse their sexuality and who they are, gender and sex wise, and they just flip it and turn it until they're rich and they're abusing as many people as possible and as fake a lifestyle as possible. That's what those F words are. And then they have some alternate definition or some way that they flip it and turn it into slander. So we got to get them off YouTube. We got to get them off the internet. We got to get them out of our city. This is what they do. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this. I know it's a hot topic. I don't want folks getting confused thinking that I'm for this bastardization of the body, this mutilization of the body for just thrills, for goofing off, for hee. Absolutely fucking not. And Donald Trump is a horrible person in many ways, but if he does put an end to this shit, it will be a big step forward for America.